Hola, ¿qué tal, gente? ¿Cómo les va? ¿Qué hacen tanto tiempo? ¿Todo bien? Bueno, ya sé que hace mucho que no subo y estuve ocupado y bla bla bla, pero no quiero aburrirlos. Hoy voy a jugar al Stanley Parable, que es un juego que me recomendaron, que fue un amigo y que parece ser así como re loco. Y que vi un poco, pero no quise ver mucho para no spoilearme, ¿no? Y bueno, ahí vamos.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Ah,
He
un
sat at
trabajo
his
esclavo,
desk
tipo
in
estar
room
todo el día con un teclado
427 and he
haciendo...
pushed
Toco
buttons on a
teclas, toco
keyboard.
teclas.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Qué
This is
molesto.
what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Yo no podría.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
¿Cómo va a ser feliz? Es imposible.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley
Something that
Parable.
would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation.
Oh, aquí
Something
empezamos.
was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Aquí no hay
All of his
nadie.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ok, vamos. No, nada. Acá tampoco hay nadie. Debe haber alguna de estas puertas que sí se puede abrir. Hay un secreto o algo por el estilo. Pero bueno, por ahora vamos a seguir. Nada. Dos
When Stanley
puertas.
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, ¿qué de izquierda? Yo voy a la derecha, Gil. ¿Qué te pasa?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, mentira. ¿Listo? Esta no tiene número. La puerta que no tiene número. Esta tiene que abrirse algo. Abrite, abrite. Nada, no se abre. Capaz apretándola varias veces se abriría o algo por el estilo, pero no. A ver.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. Just to spend, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Mentira, tampoco. Wow.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Ya me
I'm
habla a
not
mí.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you, or what? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Mentira.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the mansion because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had
La
wanted?
textura.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Ahora
And
qué
in
hago.
the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. De vuelta esta. Uy, no.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Uno.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Qué divertido esto.
But I guess it isn't my place to
Estoy
judge.
retroleando.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
Deja
perfectly
avanzar.
candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
A ver acá.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
¿A dónde me mando ahora?
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do.
Ay,
I'm
no sé dónde voy a
completely out
terminar
of
con
ideas.
esto.
I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's
Ahora
give
me
it a
mando ahora.
shot.
No.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
No puedo saltar.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
¿Qué hace?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Me hace crear de cortocircuito el chabón de
See,
tanto
what
eso de
does it
hacerlo.
need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
No, no voy a entrar. Estoy en Minecraft, ¿qué carajo? A ver qué pasa si espero. Puede que no pase nada en realidad, pero voy a esperar un poco a ver si llega a decir algo. Ando Minecraft. No, parece que no. Ah, voy a entrar, ya fue.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
No me digas. No me digas que me abre todo el... No, qué groso. Y acá la mina.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Qué groso esto, Dios mío.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Uy, ¿a dónde me manda ahora? Ay, no. ¿Dónde estoy? No, no. Qué groso.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
¿Cuándo abre el coso este? Tiene que abrir esto. Ah, no, mira, está roto esto. A ver, ¿qué onda? Qué gracioso.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Reviviendo Portal. Genius.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
Ay, quiero ir a otro juego.
I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Creo que ahora sí me tiro. Ay, supongo que ya está, a ver si me tiro. ¿Dónde estoy ahora? ¿Qué es esto? A ver. Uy, me caí. ¿Dónde termino ahora? What the fuck? Está muy oscuro acá, tengo miedo. Ay, ¿a dónde mierda voy? Tengo mucho miedo. No sé si seguir. Bueno, sigo por acá. ¿Qué carajo? ¿Dónde mierda estoy? Ya ni me habla, eso me da más miedo. A ver. Bueno, una luz. Acá hay una computadora prendida que antes no estaba. ¿Podré entrar acá? No, no creo. No, no se puede ni saltar en ese juego, así que no. Lo único que puedo hacer es agacharme. A ver acá qué hay. Esto es muy raro. ¿Qué tengo que activar acá? No entiendo. Ah, no sé qué tocar. ¿Qué es esta cosa azul? Nada hace nada acá. ¿Tendré que volver? What? ¿Qué pasó?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
No te puedo creer. ¿Sería un final este? A ver si empieza de nuevo, me manda otro juego. No, de nuevo al principio. O sea que será un final. Bueno, hasta acá llego. Supongo que haré otro video con otro final o voy viendo, no sé. Nos vemos, gente.